Gemini, the people around you may reveal something surprising this week. The cosmic energy surrounding you now is deeply connected to your social world, your friendships, communities, and the networks that shape your daily life. As the sun moves through Aries, it illuminates the part of your chart that governs collaboration and shared vision. At first, the influence of Neptune may make things feel slightly unclear. A friend's intentions may seem mysterious, or a conversation may carry more emotional depth than you expected. You might sense that something important is unfolding, but the details may not yet be obvious. This is where your natural curiosity becomes a powerful guide. Gemini energy thrives on communication, and this week offers many opportunities to listen, observe, and gather insight. You may find yourself drawn into conversations that reveal hidden perspectives, ideas that challenge your assumptions or inspire new possibilities. Sometimes, clarity arrives not through certainty, but through exploration. Soon after this moment of curiosity, the Sun meets Saturn, and the tone of the week shifts. What once felt uncertain begins to crystallize into something tangible. A project may require your commitment. A group effort may ask you to take on a more defined role. Saturn's presence encourages responsibility. You may realize that your voice carries more influence than you previously believed. Others may look to you for ideas, leadership, or guidance. This can feel both empowering and slightly intimidating. But remember, Gemini, your greatest strength lies in your ability to connect ideas and people. This week may bring opportunities to strengthen your alliances and clarify the goals you share with others. The friendships or collaborations that truly support your growth will become clearer, while those that no longer resonate may quietly fade into the background. Meanwhile, Venus approaches Chiron in Aries, activating a healing moment within your social sphere. A relationship within your community may shift toward deeper understanding. An old misunderstanding might resolve itself through honest dialogue. Sometimes healing occurs when we allow ourselves to speak with sincerity. And Gemini, sincerity does not mean abandoning your playful curiosity. Instead, it means allowing your words to reflect the truth of your heart. The moon also plays an important role this week. As it moves through Gemini early in the week, you may feel especially expressive and mentally active. Ideas flow quickly, conversations feel lively, and you may find yourself juggling several thoughts at once. Later, when the moon enters Cancer, your attention may turn toward security and personal values. Financial considerations or emotional priorities may come into focus. By the time the moon reaches Leo, your confidence in your own voice grows stronger. You may feel inspired to share your ideas more openly, perhaps through writing, speaking, or simply engaging with others in meaningful ways. And when the moon settles into Virgo at the end of the week, the whirlwind of thoughts begins to organize itself. What once felt scattered now reveals a pattern. Gemini, this week reminds you that communication is more than exchanging information. It is the bridge between people. It is the thread that connects dreams with reality. The conversations you have now may shape future collaborations in ways you cannot yet fully see. So remain open, stay curious, and trust that every exchange carries the potential to reveal something valuable. Because sometimes the most important discoveries are not found in solitude, but in the words we share with one another.
Gemini, your card this week is the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of learning and opportunity. The page often represents the beginning of a new skill, project, or path of personal development. Something practical may capture your curiosity, a subject worth studying, a plan worth exploring. You may receive information or an invitation that encourages you to invest in your future. The page reminds you that even the smallest beginnings can grow into something significant when approached with patience and curiosity. Allow yourself to explore without pressure. Growth begins with a single step of curiosity.
Gemini, the I Ching reveals hexagram 31, Lake over Mountain, Influence. This hexagram speaks of attraction and subtle connection. It represents the quiet power of communication, empathy, and shared understanding. Your words may carry unusual influence this week. A conversation could open a new possibility, or a connection with someone may deepen through honest dialogue. Influence does not require force. It arises through sincerity. Speak from the heart and listen carefully in return. The exchange of ideas now may shape future opportunities.
Gemini, the rune revealed for you is Ansus. Ansus is the rune of communication, wisdom, and inspired messages. It is closely associated with insight that arrives through words, whether spoken, written, or heard unexpectedly. You may receive information this week that carries deeper meaning than it first appears. A conversation may spark an idea, or a message may arrive at precisely the moment you need it. Ansus encourages you to listen carefully and speak with clarity. Wisdom often travels through communication, and your voice may play an important role in sharing that wisdom.
The currents of this week may reveal more than they first appear. Pay attention to the subtle messages around you, the quiet realizations, the unexpected conversations, and the feelings that guide your intuition. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What truth or realization has become clearer for you recently? Share it in the comments. Your story may help someone else recognize their own path. If this message resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to Lumen Lores, and tap the bell so you never miss your weekly horoscope. Until next time, listen closely to the wisdom of the stars.